Hello, welcome to It's a Sure Thing, and I am Sue Shaw, and this is the launch of our very first weekly live streams on the Enlighten Tribe page. It's about connecting, sharing your passion with others, sharing your authentic self with others, and leading by example. Because when we do that, we actually inspire others and we empower them to do what they're here to do on this amazing planet. It's about positivity, it's about coming together, it's about individuality, but also about oneness. So I'm really excited to finally be launching this tonight. And I have an amazing guest speaker with me this evening, which is William Carter. And he is a wealth of wisdom and information. He's had over 26 years experience in numerology, astrology, and biogeometry as well is his latest thing is added to his toolbox. William is one of the most gorgeous souls, and here he is. William, thank you very much for joining us this evening. We've got a lot to go through.
Thank you, Sue. So great to be here.
So I know, William, that you've got so much to give to us tonight in such a short time. So we will keep on track, and thank you all for joining us. So please bring on board your friends and your family and your loved ones, and let's connect here. This is about connection, so let's engage with everyone. And you've got some amazing things to share with the community tonight as well. So I'm going to hand over to you now, William, so go for it.
All right. Well, what I suggest the viewers do is get a pen and a paper, because there's a few things to write down. So that would be really good to do, because numerology is all about the numbers. So and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how to unlock your code. The date of birth is an amazing code, and we've all got one. So it's not hard. It's not hard to find your code. You've got it already. So with that, with numerology, you add the numbers together to find the root number. So, and we'll be looking at two numbers tonight. We will look at the day number, so the day that you were born, and you could have been born on the 17th. So 1 + 7 is 8. So your root number for your day number is 8. And then we'll add up every single number of your date of birth, including, like 1974. So you add up all the digits until you get a total. So your total might come to 25. So 25, 2 + 5 is 7. So your day number might be 8, and your whole number might be 7. So that's what we're going to play around with. So I'm going to ask you if I can do your date of birth.
Of course, yeah. I'd love you to. Yeah, just before we do, I'm just going to check in. Tammy has just sent a message saying, can you give me the PIN number for my code?
Oh.
Do you know what that means?
No, I don't.
Okay. Can you give me the PIN number for my code? Okay. Tammy, if you can just send another message as to what you mean there, that'd be great. And we'll keep trying to check back in with people engaging. But yes, you're welcome to use my date of birth, which is the 11th of June, 06, 1969.
Right. So there's some other numbers. So normally it's from 1 to 9 is the numbers that the roots of the total break down to. But there are some special numbers which are 11 and 22 and also 33. So they're called master numbers. And I don't quite like that term, because I think that every number is a master number, because you have to master this number in your lifetime.
Yeah.
So, but Sue has the number 11. So that's quite a special number in numerology. It's called a master number. So, and this is her gifts and talents right in that number, right in your day number is what you've already mastered in a past life. So you don't have to keep working on this number, because you've already mastered it in past lives. You've already done it. So
okay,
Sue has already done the spiritual work beforehand. So she comes in with lots of knowledge. She comes in with that awareness. She comes in with that, and she's called it Enlightened Adelaide. So she's an enlightened being here to share her wisdom. That's her gift already. So when you add the whole number up, it can come to two numbers. So there's different ways, different streams in numerology. So in one stream, she's a 33, which is another master number. So, you know, some big things are expected of Sue in this lifetime, because she's chosen to play big. And
really?
really this time. So
this is, I'm out of my comfort zone doing this, but hey, if I don't do it, and if not now, when and who, you know? So,
and it will become your comfort zone. So as you go along, you're brilliant. You're a brilliant communicator and a brilliant speaker, and that warmth. So so that's those key elements. So it's the 11 is inspirational. It's visionary, and it sparks people. It's full of ideas, and sometimes it's a little bit dreamy. But this time it's to be sort of concrete, you know, to make it, pull down those big dreams and make it concrete. Play with those ideas. We're in reality. And so the other number is the life path number. So that's the number. So it can be 33. The way I do it is it's 40. It adds up to 42. That's the way I do it. But both numbers are very, very interesting, because the 33 is called the cosmic parent, and the 33 is the healer. The 33 is that creative ideas person. The 3 is about creativity and self-expression. So it's just it's a wonderful big healing number. So it's called a Christ consciousness number as well. So there's some big things to live up to in that. So, but the beauty of this is that you're a student of the 33 and the 42. So you're a master of the 11. You've mastered that. You bring those talents and those gifts in, and you're here as a student to learn about the healing. You're learning about that creativity. You're learning to open up your ideas and present it. So, and the other number 42 is really interesting. So the 4 is practical. The 4 is being reliable, being a work order system. So there's a bit of a base to you. Otherwise, you'll be flying off into another realm. So you're grounded a little bit with the 4, and the 2 is that sensitivity, that intuition, that awareness there. So so I'm forming all this because I'm coming to a point of what you're really here for. What you're really here for is you're here to be the mother. So if you add 3 plus 3 is 6, and 4 plus 2 is 6. So the 6 is home and family. It's counseling. It's balance, harmony and balance. So conflict can really throw you out. It just doesn't fit in your world, you know, it really unsettles you. Other people can handle it, but the 6 just wants to be in perfect balance. So, you know, and it's very interesting. It's about beauty. So and the beauty can be your home, can be your environment. Nature is connected to the 6. Is that beauty in you that you shine? So to round it all out, what you're really here for is to be the mother, and not only for your beautiful son, your beautiful boy, which you are fantastic at that mothering role, but also said the word or the phrase, the cosmic parent. So you're here for the bigger family as well. You're here to really help all of your family here as that mothering role. And, you know, so beautiful that what you bring to the table for your events is that, you know, all your storeholders are like your children. You know, you just want the best for them. You're just so proud as Punch. You want to show them off. Look at what this stall does. Look at what this one does. Look at that.
Absolutely.
It's just beautiful. So that's that mothering talent in you, and you're learning it as we go here. So it's just a wonderful area, and you're doing this through your spirituality. And it's just perfect with all your festivals and all your events, because it's the key element is the spirituality side.
Yeah.
So,
and can I just ask William? So when everybody's listening to I didn't realise you were going to do my numbers, but those numbers that you were describing, they're relevant to other people who have got a 6 in their numbers, or a master number, which could be any double-digit number, 11, 22.
33, yes.
33, yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, excellent. And just getting a few comments here from a few people saying thank you very much, and I'm with you all the way. And Marie's asked if you need another birthday, can you do her birth date? So anyway.
So yeah, it's what I want to do next is I want to go through the tarot cards, because what they are is it's a map of all the numbers. So each tarot card is numbered from 0 to 21, which makes the total 22. So there's 22 cards here. And with that, it's a journey. So you journey from the start to the end. And when you finish that, you go back to the start and you journey again. So what that will show people is the archetype of their number. So we'll start on that and see how we go with that. So the very first card, and I'll just bring it up. I'll see if you can see that.
It's a little bit, yeah, that's better. It was a little bit blurry.
Okay.
So there's an owl.
So this is the full card in tarot. So on mine, it's the Innocent. So this is the beginning, and all numbers start from the beginning. All numbers are the full, because you come in through the birthing canal and you're completely wiped of your memory. You think this is the first time you've been here. You just come out fresh and you start to try and figure things out, and you're going from place to place. And what you don't realize is that you've actually know your mission, and everything's in place for you through your numbers, because you've chosen the numbers to work on in this lifetime. And you're already here on the mission to find it. So it wouldn't be much of a game if you already knew what you're here for. So that's why the memory's wiped. That's why the the Fool card, she's ready to explore on this journey. So we all start from the zero. So this is a zero card.
Okay. And is this a particular type of tarot? Because I think there's lots of different tarot packs, isn't there?
Yes.
What pack are you? What oracle pack are you using?
A friend of mine gave it to me, and I like it because it's not so scary, and
Yeah,
it's got a lot of women on the cards, which I love because it's a bit more playful, I suppose. And some of the cards are naked, so it's quite interesting. So, but that has a meaning also. So you're not scared to show who you are when you're naked. You know, you bare your bones. This is all of me. So.
Okay.
All right, so we'll move to the first one.
We won't all go naked now.
You can if you want, but
no thanks. I'm not quite ready. This is scary enough, let alone doing that.
Okay, we come to number one. So number one is really the sun energy. So the one is masculine, and we've had that for 1,000 years. We've had the one operating. So the one is the magician. So the magician is not a helper. The magician does the tricks. The magician has the confidence to pull out the rabbit out of the hat. So that's why it's a leader, and that's why it's manifesting what it wants. So the second one is the 10, which is also a 1, and that is the Wheel of Fortune. So it depends on how you're going. You know, if you're integrity as a magician, as your number 1, things will go well and the wheel will go up. But if you're out of integrity, the wheel can go horribly wrong. So you can lose your friends, you can lose a business, you can, you know, if you're selfish, things start, you know, happening that don't serve you. So, okay. And the other card is the sun. So it's this one, it's the number 19. So if you're in integrity, the sun will be shining and you'll be dancing in that. So your leadership, if you're in integrity, all is good. It works all the time. So we need to tell the politicians that, you know, to get into the sunshine, they need to be in integrity there.
Yeah, we might leave that topic well alone.
I think you will. So this is really interesting because this relates to you, Sue, and this is the archetype of the 11. So if you add the 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. So it's the high priestess. So she is sitting there getting the knowledge, she's getting the awareness, she's getting the insight, she's getting the downloads, she's very, very sensitive, she's picking up what her intuition is giving her. So that relates to you. You're the high priestess there. So you're getting the inspirations. And the 11 in my deck is the strength card. So, and it's quite interesting. It's tough being an 11 because there's a lot of nervous energy running through the 11. And it's tough trying to keep that under control, or, you know, but you can use it because when you're nervous, that's just you going up to another level. You're rising your frequency up to another level and going for it. So
whirlwind. I've been described as a whirlwind with a psychosomatic archetype with one of our tribe members as well. She actually described me. That's, yeah, a whirlwind. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much me.
But, you know, just look at that inner strength there. That's your inner strength. That's the 11 card. You've got lots of inner strength, even when people put you down. So, you know, for being sensitive, you know, get over it, you know, toughen up or something like that. There's so much inner strength there to tackle anything with the wisdom. So you've got the wisdom and you've got that inner strength. So, and the last card is the number 20, which is also a number 2. And this is unusual because it's the Judgment card. And not many people understand this or get this, but this is like a great awakening, and it's normally at the end of life, and it's like a change of consciousness. It's a wake-up call. It could be a revelation that comes to you in your life at any stage, or many revelations that come to you, and all of a sudden you're changing your purpose. You're changing your life to meet that new consciousness that's arisen in you. And so, like, take this for example. This is an awakening. You know, it's a new thing for yourself and a new platform, a new beginning. So there's the couple with the child. You know, you're birthing something new here, and you're going through the tunnel of light into another consciousness, into another realm.
Well, and you know, I'm doing that with the support of the tribe, of the people around me, of the family, you know, because that's what it feels like to me, is that everybody I have connected with in all of my lifetime, I'm still connected with in some way, you know, and it's a beautiful thing. And we can make this change as we all bring our own individual skills to the table, and we recognize what our individuality is, and then we support each other to thrive in that situation as a community, as a, you know, we are one. There is no separateness, there's no hierarchy, there's no better or worse. It's just, who are you? Embrace it, go for it. And I'll be your biggest champion.
Beautiful. So,
well, actually, no, Adair will. She champions everybody.
Here we come to the number 3. So the number 3 has got the 3, the 12, and the 21. And so what the first one with the Empress. So what the Empress does is she's pregnant. She's pregnant. She's looking up into the sky with her imagination. She's got her feet on the ground, and she's pregnant with ideas. She's the creative one. She's wants to launch her creativity onto the world. She wants to birth her creative ideas. So the 3 brings a lot of creativity, and you know, interesting that the next card is the Hangman. So what happened? You know, what happened there when all that creativity was happening? So this could be writer's block. This could be like a fork in the road, and you have to redefine yourself, redefine your creativity. Are you stuck? You know, are you in a dead-end job that's not creative, but you're doing it just for a living, just for the but it's not for your soul? So it's almost like a wake-up call in the middle of your journey there.
And yeah, I can relate to that, and I think it's this whole shake-up that's just happened. And the way I used to do things and be in the corporate world is completely different to now. And I actually, I'm not recognizing that part of me anymore. So it's the shedding of the layers, which I'm sure other people can relate to at the moment, of what's been happening with themselves, and this incredible new awareness. The awareness before was always this kind of, you know, saying it and knowing it and understanding it, but now I'm feeling it, I'm embodying it, and I'm, you know, just before we came on here tonight, I just did a little guided meditation and I did an oracle card for myself. And it was so beautiful that I had tears because my heart was just expanding from those words, which it really spoke to me. And I hope other people out there that are listening tonight, I hope they're on that same path. And, you know, when we're unraveling what we're letting go of what we were taught or how it should be or would be or could have been, it's like there is nothing else but now.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll be careful I don't end up taking over this.
Well, this is the end card. This is the card 21, and this is the end of the series in the tarot. And this is where we all eventually get to. It's called the world. So we create our mark on the world. So, but the threes especially, they're highly creative and you can see the wands. So she's creating the reality. So she's come to a fulfillment in her creativity, and we all do. So this is the end card for all the numbers. So, you know, and then we start again. So this is the end card, whereas we're going to start again. We've come to like the climax of our creativity or whatever our endeavor is. And then what's next? This is like a what's next card. I've done it, I've achieved that, and I feel good. What's next? So the next cards are the Emperor. So this is the 4. This is the number 4, and I love the number 4. I didn't love it when I first started numerology because I thought it was a bit boring, and you know, it was someone that really pointed out that I didn't have the 4. So the 4 is all about being practical. It's about work, order, system. It's earthy. It's staying grounded. As you can see, the Emperor here is grounded in the chair. So he's solid. Really solid. You know, his stability, and you know, as an employer, you'd employ this guy because he'd get it done. You know, he knows what he's doing and he'll stay there to the end to get the job done. So
yeah, the captain who goes down with the ship, hey?
Yes. But the funny thing is, the next one is the 13. So 1 + 3 is 13, and it's the Death card. And you think, oh, what happened? You know, he was so solid, but maybe he's got too restricted or too boxed in with his thinking, and he can't get out of the box. You know, he just thinks this is the way it is, and this is how I've always done it, and I'm going to stay with it. So the Death card, the Death card sort of cuts clear of the old way of thinking and say, come on, you know, you can also come up with other creative ways of being practical and reliable and analytical. So it's like cutting the old stuff, you know. And this is the Phoenix rising behind this, the Grim Reaper. And so from the ashes, there's some great new awareness with the number 4 on ways of doing things.
Okay.
So wonderful there with that.
So can I just ask a question there? So you're going through the tarot cards now, just as so when you do a tarot reading for people, there's certain cards come up, and you're showing us through these cards and how they relate to your birth number.
Yes.
Just to make it clear, for those playing at home. All right.
Well, this is the archetype of your number.
Right.
So, like the archetype of your number, the 11, is that the high priestess and the strength. So, these are archetypes of all the numbers. So it's such an amazing system, tarot. And I mean, I didn't want to do tarot because, you know, I thought, oh, I don't do tarot. I just do the numbers, but when I connected that the numbers are the tarot, and then I could see it more clearly. So with this one, it's the number 5. So the number 5 is the high priest. So the high priest, he learns from experience. The 5's got an amazing mind, so no wonder he becomes the counselor. He becomes the wise guy, because he learns off experience, and the only way to do that is traveling, you know, to be initiated, to go through all these different ideas, and he's up for it. You know, the 5, they're really up for it. They're up for the challenge, and, you know, got 5 fingers, and they start clawing their way into the world, and they love it. They love it, and they learn by experience. So that's what makes them, you know, a wise counselor at the end of the day, because they've actually done it. They've gone through the journey. And the other archetype is temperance. So, you know, quite interesting with this card, because temperance is like pulling you back in and coming into balance, because sometimes the 5s can go too far. They, you know, they're all out exploring, and they love their freedom, but if they haven't got any discipline, then freedom's hard to get. You know, you've got to have the discipline to do the work, earn the money, and then, you know, have your holiday or go for what you want to explore. You can't just keep going and not going to do the work. So temperance is great. Temperance just shows you right timing. It shows you to bring yourself back into balance. Where am I out of balance? And the 5s can say that, because sometimes they get very unbalanced, because they're so interested in everything, and they've got great minds, so they're journeying.
Yeah. So anybody with that number in their birthday would feel that energy.
Absolutely. Yeah. The 5's wonderful. The 5's a wonderful number. It's connected to Mercury. I haven't told you the planets. I forgot about that, but it's connected to the mercurial mind. So it's lightning silver. So they're into everything. It's a Gemini number, which you've got the Gemini in you. That's the 5 energy. It's connected to Gemini. So that's how you can relate to the 5. By being a Gemini, you've got an inkling of what the 5 is like.
Okay.
We'll do this one first. This is your archetype, so it's a 6. So this is the Lover's card. So we've got the mature lover on one side, and we've got the young lover that's just enjoying life there. So there's a combination, but there's that maturity and that free spirit. So, and it's all connected to relationships. It's connected to family. It's connected to love. So, and, you know, the best love is to have love for yourself before you start journeying out to find someone else. So, and the really interesting card as another archetype is the devil. So what happened there? You're like, what happened? So with this one, the archetype on this one could be like, if you're addicted to be like in a codependent relationship, if you're too much of a good thing, you know, if you have ice cream occasionally, it's great, it's beautiful, and it's really lovely, but every night, if you have the addiction to this ice cream, you know, something's going to go wrong. So this is just like a maybe a warning card saying, watch out for codependency. See how you are relating to everyone, and especially yourself. Are you deceiving yourself in any ways, and that? So the devil card is not a scary card for me. For me, it's just like, where am I tripping myself up? where are my addictions? And you know, they don't have to be a heroin addiction. It could be a very, very simple thing that keeps you in a loop, keeps you not from growing. So and that the 6 is interesting. It's sometimes you have that pair bonding. So pair bonding, they don't want to do anything without each other. You know, it's almost like a stuck situation. So that's a very interesting card with the 6. So we'll move.
And it's probably a bit extreme in that whole moderation. Like, and for me, I am I have been an all or nothing. And when I'm in a relationship, it's all 100% or it's nothing. And single for 5 years. So there we go. I've just got a question from Simon. Hi, Simon. Can you tell me how I work out numbers relating to my name and birth date? Is that how numerology works?
Yes, it does. So,
Simon,
you can actually look up on Google. You can Google your name on many websites, so you can find out what your numbers are there. And I don't know whether he was at the start, you know, when I was saying about the day number and your life path number as your whole number. So, but there's plenty of websites out there. You can just print in your date of birth, and they come up with a big reading for you, pages and pages of it. So,
or they can call you and book a session with you, William.
They can indeed. Yes.
We are going to have to wrap this up soon, so we have been going for 35 minutes already.
Oh my God! Wow. What? All right. Well, maybe I'm just going to do a little quick reading for everybody. So everyone of the collective, every individual person on the call, and also anyone that's going to look at the replay. So I'll just do a really quick mini reading. So this is the first card that comes out, and it's choice. It's the choice card. It's the 0 card.
Wow.
So this is an amazing time on the planet. You know, you're going to have to decide. You're going to have to choose here. So everything that you've chosen in the past has brought you right to this point, and everything from this future time, you know, from this now moment, is going to lead you into your future. So, and there's big things up at the moment. So, you know, being vaxxed or unvaxxed, you know, are you going to 3D? Are you going to 5D? Are you going for integrity, or are you going for corruption and coercion? You know, there's some big choices, and, you know, this is an amazing time on the planet to choose. So
that's awesome.
What do we choose? So I've just drew a couple of cards that show you what to choose. And this is the number 2, the beautiful 2, and it means choose with your heart, a path with the heart. And this is, you've got to be in line with your heart. So I've known other people, you know, creative, a very creative woman. She wanted to be an artist, and her parents wanted her to be a doctor to show the prestigious parents that, you know, they've got a doctor as a daughter, and she's totally unhappy. So it's to choose the path with the heart.
Yeah.
And the other card in that is number 9, is choose your mountain. Don't let someone choose the mountain for you, or no, you couldn't do that one. You can only choose, you know, go for this mountain. It's stay true to your goal. Feel in. You got to feel in. Stay true to your goal. You're experienced here. You know the traps here, so you bring all the best equipment to climb that mountain. And it's like being true, very true to yourself.
Yeah.
And
well, what else? What other choice is there anyway? Really, if you're not being true to yourself, what are you denying yourself? What are you, and it all boils down to self-worth as well, and knowing that we're here for a reason.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
awesome. So 9 is a powerful message for Adair right now. So she's saying thank you. Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
awesome.
And this is like an outcome card, and it says the number 2. So the number 2, this is a lotus unfolding. So
Beautiful.
it will all unfold when you stay with your heart and you go for your ideal. It will all unfold naturally and nicely. So if you try and force something that's not yours, like you're trying to force that lotus, trying to tear the petals off to see what color it is, it'll die. It won't be happy. So it's about being true to your heart and staying with your high ideal of who you are, and it will all unfold nicely. So once again, the number 2. So two's up at the moment because we've entered the Aquarius age and we've come into the year 2000. So everyone in their numerology has the number 2. As opposed to the number 1, which we've had for the previous 1,000 years, which was masculine. So now we've entered the 2, which is feminine. So you're going to have the feminine will lead. They will lead, and the previous feminine leaders have been trying to be men leading, and it's no good. So the new women leaders that will come out will be the nurturers. They will be the mother of the community here. And it won't be just one leader on top. It's
collective
leadership. And that's what the 2 is all about. It's all about relationship. So this is we've just entered the Aquarius age, and it's the number 2. So it's all about being receptive, being heart-based, being the nurturer, being caring for humanity. So which the 1 lacked because it was really all about self.
Yeah. So does that mean then as well that it's time for men to get into their feminine, more into their feminine balance as well, because otherwise they're going to lose the way? And I am feeling for society of men at the moment because, the whole role's changed and there's all these roaring women that are leaders and excited and passionate. And it's like this whole generational stuff that's just getting cleared and this uprising, but we can do it together. We can do it together if the men show up and support that.
Absolutely. And the new guys, all those boys that are born in the year 2000 onwards, they've all got the 2 in their charts. So they've got that nurturing, they've got that sensitivity, they've got that awareness that was lacking in the 1, because most of the boys had the 1 in their chart. And if you try to show your sensitivity in that old paradigm, it just didn't work. You were beaten down, and it went for generations. But the new generation, these boys are magic. I just watched them. I really watched them. And, I had my youngest reading ever. He was 10 and he came for a numerology reading. He said, "Mum, I want a numerology reading." And he had powerful numbers. And his soul, I reckon his soul just said, "Go up and see that guy. And, he's going to show you exactly where you're going to go in your life,
Wow.
And I was stunned. And he was just taking it all in. He took it all in. And he had powerful master numbers that I said, "You must have a look at numerology. You must really open yourself up to this." And I think that's why his soul brought him over to me, just to become aware of his powerful numbers. So these young boys are just amazing. They're they're the game changers. They'll be there to really back the women up in so many nurturing ways, which wasn't there beforehand in that old paradigm that we've left behind. So
beautiful. That's really promising, and that, you know, I think for me that gives me hope and faith and trust to just keep on the path. You know, just keep going, just keep going. There is light at the end of the tunnel. We're all in the two. So to know that on a global scale, on a cosmic scale, on a whatever you want to call it, very, very powerful. Like you say, the numbers are powerful, and we've got that supporting us.
Absolutely.
So believe in that. Believe in that. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. We are going to have to close up now. Have you? I know you could talk for another 5 hours.
Yes, I did have some more, but maybe we can do another one, what I didn't get through tonight. So
that would be great.
Yeah, but it's been lovely. It's been really lovely connecting to you. I miss you and miss all the tribe in Adelaide, but you know, I'm really enjoying Melbourne, and they're not scared to have a go. You know, they come for readings. They're hungry. I think they're really hungry to find out more. So.
Fantastic. Well, we miss you too, and I know we've had a couple of messages on there saying can't wait to see you at Enlighten Adelaide Festival, but I don't know whether you're coming over for it. But if you do want to have a reading with William, you can do that, and you can go to his website or call him on his mobile number. All of those things will be in the comments on the bottom below when this goes as a recording. And there they are, magically appeared from magical guru in the background. And I would actually just like to acknowledge Adair Palmer, who is in the background doing all of this. And William, just an absolute joy and delight. You are just a very special person to me and to a lot of people in Adelaide. So yeah, and everyone's saying thank you, we miss you. This resonates with me. Thanks for being your true self. So thank you very much, William. And for those of you with the Enlighten Tribe, I invite you to go to the website, sueshaw.com.au, and have a look at our global wellness directory. And William is on there as one of the tribe members. And also to follow us on Facebook at Enlighten Tribe Facebook page. And I think that's everything. So thank you everybody for engaging tonight with our first It's a Sure Thing, which we did a poll for, but I won't go into that. So it's been great. Can't wait to do this again, and we will get you back again and do another live, because yeah, it's been awesome. Love your heart, love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sue. It's been a pleasure to be on the first one. So it's been great. Thank you.